Welcome everyone. My name is Annie Pocklington. I'm here with Washington State Gear Up for another one of our really exciting vocational and technical program overviews. So before we jump in, we have awesome guests today. We're here with Walla Community College and their Energy Systems Technology programs. Before I pass it off to them though, I want to go over just a few quick things. First and foremost, keep your cameras off today if you're a student in the room. We'd also appreciate if you could change your name in Zoom so it reflects your first name and your last name as well as your high school. This is just for attendance purposes, so if you don't know how to do that, don't sweat it. You can go ahead and just drop that information into the chat box and I will make sure that your Gear Up coordinator knows you were here today. You're also on mute, so if you have a question that comes up during this session, please go ahead and drop that in the chat as well. If a question comes up after this session, we are more than happy to continue supporting you and finding the information you need. So you can reach out to me or one of our guests today and we'll make sure that you get that question answered. So a quick word on college fit. As you know, when we talk about college at the Washington Student Achievement Council, we are talking about a whole bunch of different pathways. So we're talking about 2- and 4-year colleges, technical and vocational schools, as well as career and military pathways. So the important thing to know when you're thinking about what pathway you want to pursue is that Washington has a whole bunch of institutions and they're all really great. But in order for you to figure out which one is the right one for you, you really need to do some self-reflection around where you see yourself in 5, 10, 15 years down the road, what kind of academic pathway or major or career you want to pursue, as well as what kind of social experience you're looking for, what institutions or areas across the state have good housing and work opportunities for you. And then of course, you always want to consider the cost of the program. So if you want to explore some institutions across Washington State, we have a few different resources here for you. First and foremost, we have our virtual college visit series, which is similar to this series, but it was one we did in the fall, and it overviews from a broader level just colleges and institutions across the state generally. So we recommend you check that out. The link for that is there. And then WACAN also has a super cool interactive map. It's just like this map up on the screen, and it has little pinpoints of all the institutions across Washington State. So that includes 2- and 4-year as well as technical programs. So a really cool way to just visualize what's out there and then to click into those links and check out a little bit more about those institutions. So like I said, this series is different from the series we did in the fall because this series focuses on technical and vocational programs. So if you are a student who has a really specific career goal in mind and wants to get into the workforce really quickly, vocational and technical programs may be an area of interest for you. So vocational and technical programs are cool in that they vary in a lot of ways, but the one foundational kind of commonality between all of these programs is that they give you hands-on training for a specific career. However, otherwise they vary in career focus, length, cost, and what type of degree you might get from the program. So as you know, if you've been along the ride for other vocational and technical program overviews, they really do vary in scope. So we've had healthcare options come up. We've looked at cosmetology, fire academy, and today we're learning about energy systems technology. So there is a whole slew of technical and vocational programs out there that could be an awesome fit for you. So with that being said, I'm going to give you a brief overview of Walla Community College's Energy Systems Technology. First and foremost, no surprise, thanks to the name, Walla Community College is located in Walla Walla, Washington. So you can see where that is on the map here in the little white star down in the bottom right corner there. And the cool thing about Walla Community College, and specifically the vocational and technical programs there, is that they're housed at a public community and technical college. So I'm sure our guests will have a little more to say about that. So I will go ahead and pass it off to them. Please welcome Emma and Alan here to talk about Energy Systems Technology in Walla Walla Community College.
Hi, everyone. Welcome today. Yes, like Annie said, Alan and I are here from Walla Community College. We're going to go through a little bit about what Walla Community College is, what it has to offer, and then I'm going to turn it over to Alan, and he's going to go through our energy systems technology program and focus in industrial mechanics. So let me share my screen. Annie is correct when she says that Walla Community College is located in Walla Walla, Washington. But I'm going to talk about the Clarkston campus of Walla Walla Community College. Alan and I both work on and live in the area of the Clarkston campus of Walla Walla Community College, which is in Clarkston, so just a couple hours away from Walla Walla, Washington. So we do have both campuses and two different branches in both of those different regions. And we have many different programs that we offer really on both campuses. Some of them are the same and some of them do vary a little bit. So again, Walla Walla Community College, there are two different branches. There's one in Walla Walla, Washington, and then there's one located in Clarkston, Washington, which if you're familiar with the area is close to Lewiston, Idaho. Sometimes people are more familiar with Lewiston. We do sit on a 11-acre campus. We have a few different buildings and different places that students can come and hang out and join us. Again, these are some more pictures. This back picture is the Workforce and Career Development Center, and that's where our industrial mechanics program is housed. We also have on the other side our business building, so we do some entrepreneurship, and we do different workforce programs inside of our business department. At Walla Walla Community College, we have over 30 degrees and certificates. We also have 3 bachelor degrees, and those are in various areas. Here you can see some of those different programs that we do offer. So a student that would come to Walla Walla Community College, regardless of what campus they attend, would be able to get a degree in an associate's degree in the arts. They could get one in applied science. They could get a bachelor's degree here. We have our transfer degrees, and we set you up to transfer on to another 4-year institution. We have certificates as well, and we have many of those within our workforce programs, and then we have endorsements. There are different areas of study that a student could take or could be interested in at Walla Walla Community College. Like Annie said, we have all of our associate's degrees transfer. So if you decided to move on and get a bachelor's degree and pursue that in a certain area, we have that and we can set that up for you. But we also have all of our workforce programs. We have a little bit in nursing. We have an exceptional nursing program, business, allied health. Alan's going to talk about industrial mechanics today, welding, and then transitional studies. Clarkston campus. The Clarkston campus is a smaller branch. So if you're wanting to go to a larger campus, you could elect or go to our Walla Walla campus located in Walla Walla. But our Clarkston campus, we have about 760 enrolled students. Some of those students will transfer on. So you can see it's not a large percentage. We have a lot of workforce students. So students coming here to pursue certificates and degrees within the workforce area. And then we do have a great student to faculty ratio. It's about 21-to-1. But some of our smaller classes, we're able to then really work hands on with each student independently. Currently, we do have a really flexible kind of schedule, and this will stay the same as we go into our next school year. So we have that flexible schedule. We have truly online courses. So a student could take a program or a degree completely online if that's what they needed. We also then have our courses or our programs that require students to come to campus, such as the industrial mechanics. And then we also have some of our virtual, so Zoom, so somebody could sit in for a class and be located in a different area. Walla Walla Community College is very affordable. I know that's a really big factor when you're looking at where you may pursue or what you might want to do after you finish high school, but affordability, even comparing it to some of our larger universities or some of our colleges that are directly kind of in competition with us in the area, we are always at a better tuition price than some of those other schools. And here you can see that breakdown as well. Sometimes this is really important for a student because maybe they live across state lines or they want to go to a school in a different state. We are still the most kind of affordable option, lowest cost within our area, and with the same education. We have many different student resources on campus as well for students. So anything that you might see at a traditional university, at another community or technical school, we have all of those support services for our students. And a lot of our faculty and our staff here are able to get students connected with any of those additional resources they may need. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Alan. Alan is going to go through our energy systems technology, and within that we have the industrial mechanics. So he'll explain what that is, kind of what that looks like, and how that program is ran.
Okay, well, hi everybody, I'm Alan, and I'm the instructor for the industrial mechanics program. So what we have here is we have what we call our energy systems technology, and the industrial mechanics is a part of that program. And we'll talk about this on future slides, I believe, but I'll go ahead and hit a little bit now. So we do a 2-year degree here in industrial mechanics concentration, and we also do a 1-year certificate in energy systems technology. So you have an option for a 1-year program, or if you choose to, you can go on to a 2-year program. Industrial mechanics, what is it? The easiest way to say that is it's just about everything. So the industrial mechanics program, we cover electricity, we cover hydraulics, we cover welding. There's a precision machining aspect to it. We do pumps. Boy, I mean, we cover just about everything. We do a process and control class, which would be something you would do maybe at a water treatment type facility. What this program does is prepares the person to go on and work in a factory, or as a maintenance person, or in a sawmill or a paper mill, or those type of places, as a industrial mechanic, or another way to a maintenance mechanic, or maybe a maintenance electrician. So it opens a lot of doors to a lot of different job opportunities. So I already hit on this. So we have our 2-year degree, our Associates of Applied Science in Energy Systems, Industrial Mechanics concentration or focus. So that is our 2-year degree. And then, like I said, we have a 1-year certificate if you just want to go for 1 year, and then that's a Energy Systems Technology certificate. So what we do in this class is we learn how to maintain and repair industrial machinery. So our example here is a conveying system. Might be something you'd see out at a sawmill maybe, or at a production facility. We have several local businesses around here that this fits right into their job scope. So yeah, it talks about production machinery and packaging equipment. It's a real wide spectrum, broad-based program, and we get our hands on just about everything in the 2 years that you're at this program. So here's some more things we'll touch on. You learn how to control and operate equipment such as turbines, valves, pumps, and controllers. So there again, that's in all kinds of fields. Turbines, that could be power generation. Valves or pumps and controllers, that's leaning towards the water treatment or the water drinking water type process and control applications. And so here I hit the power generation already. Fabrication assembly. So we do, like I said, we do a welding. There's 1/4 of welding, and we do 3/4 of precision machining. So when you're done with those, you'll have some basic skills in welding and machining, so you can go work and fabricate and assemble. So generate parts as well, that fits in there. And then the maintain and repair, that's really a big focus of what we learn how to do here is how to maintain and repair the equipment in these different production facilities. So we have some titles, different job titles that might or that do fall under the industrial mechanics. So we have a mechanical electrical position. So you might be a maintenance mechanic. You might be a maintenance electrician. Plant operations, millwrights, facilities management. Those are all different job titles or classifications that fall under the industrial mechanics umbrella. So our curriculum, and this is pretty good list here. So safety, we spend a lot of time on job safety. We talk about lockout, tagout. We talk about personal protective equipment, how to safely operate machinery, how to safely work on electrical, how to check to make sure our electrical shut off before we work on that. And so then we talk about the electrical here. We have our energy systems technology certificate. So the first year is very heavy into electrical education. We start out with basic electricity, and by the time the first year is over, we're wiring in 3-phase motors with start-stop stations. So it's a very, very heavy concentration on electrical. We have an industrial mechanics class we do, and on that class we do motors, and we hook up belts and chains, and we learn how to connect a spurred gear system. We learn about the different types of couplings and different, just all aspects of the mechanical world of how motors work. We do a hydraulics class. We draw and assemble hydraulic circuits. We have a riggings class where you learn how to properly rig and lift materials. The equipment operations, so we learn how to drive forklifts. You actually will graduate with a certificate as a forklift operator. And then we go on scissors lifts and various types of man lifts and learn how to operate those. Process and control, I hit that once already, I think. That would be something the best example is a water treatment facility where we're operating valves and maintaining pressures and flows with electrical equipment. There's some math and there's some writing. Computer, there's required classes on that. Cooperative work experience. So we work in a shop with other students. We learn how to work together. We learn how to work with people from a different background than what we have. So that's something you see on the job site every day. So that's a good skill to get as well. The fluid dynamics, we have a pumps class that we touch on some basic fluid dynamics. So we learn about different types of pumps and different applications for those pumps. I'm going to skip down to the bottom one. So we do an intro to PLCs, which for those that don't know, a PLC is a programmable logic controller. And effectively what that is from a computer in a computer room somewhere, we can control the operations of a production facility. We can speed up a motor out on the plant. We can slow a motor down. We can start and stop the whole plant from a computer program somewhere. That's a really good class. It's one of the students' favorite classes that I actually teach here. So I like that one. I don't know that you see that one in a lot of other programs. So that pretty much runs down what we touch in the 2 years you're in my class. So I guess that wraps up my slideshow.
I have a short little video really quick here.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if it's on here. All right, Alan, if you give me a thumbs up if you hear my sound.
Hey, welcome to the Industrial Mechanics program. This is a great facility, brand new, state of the art. Are you interested in a career in industrial mechanics? Well, I'm going to show you around, but I want to introduce you to our SGA president, Shiloh Rowden. He's going to show you around a little bit, tell you about the experiences here.
Hi, my name is Shiloh Rowden. I am the SGA president of the Walla Community College Clarkston campus. I'm also an EST student, Energy System Technology, and my specific degree is Industrial Maintenance. So this shop is where you're going to pretty much live your first 2 years here. So I would love to touch about some of these trainers. Some exciting things you're going to get to do is you are going to be able to take this motor and completely understand how all the windings in it work, and then you simulate things you would find in the industry. For example, this would be a well with a float switch and a cistern, and you wire this up into the motor and simulate. So included in this program, we also learn about process control systems, how that works, some more on variable frequency drives. But what I really like, one of the other aspects and something that I've used in a daily basis now, is the wiring. So in here you have a simulated apartment building, and you learn how to put breakers in your breaker box, install breakers, install plugins, install timers, install light switches, proper technique for all the wiring, and setting this all up. It is a fantastic program. All righty, come with me over here. So I just said electrical is one of my favorites, but it's totally a toss-up because over here we have lathes and machine work. And let me tell you, once you get your hands on one of these and start threading pieces of aluminum and steel, you don't want to stop using them. Hey, and you even going to learn how to drive a forklift as part of the program. All right, well, here we are, part of our campus.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much. I feel like I learned a ton as well. So a really awesome program at Walla Walla Community College, and tons more there as well, especially in regards to vocational and technical degrees. So very cool. Before we let you go, I'm going to open it up to questions. So I don't see any questions in the chat right now, but I think we have a small enough group. So if you do want to unmute yourself and ask a question, please feel free. Alrighty.
With the welding and such, do you actually get to possibly design things out of it?
Yeah, you do. So within Alan's program in the industrial mechanics, they take 1 quarter. So they kind of take a basic intro to welding class as part of their certificate for that program. But then we do have on both of our campuses, we have a welding program. And so a student would earn a certificate, so a 1 year or a 2-year degree inside of welding. And it's really cool because that's a great, towards the end of their program, they really do start to get to design things. There's a special projects class in that welding where that might be part of it, is that you create things and you're making and manufacturing different pieces. Some of our students right now in the aluminum program, for example, are going to make some statues for the outside of our school building. So they're providing them the material, and then they'll weld together with the instructor and create some really cool pieces that will be here for long term and be part of our environment. So being outside and being there, and really cool pieces. There's a few other students that have made some different things, and they may manufacture something that with the Walla logo on it, just for pieces and art. We've had students in the welding program that have created things and sold them as part of fundraisers for their clubs. So they made these little Christmas tree statues. They made some ornaments in the past. They've made different types of carts for the classroom so that they could use those as well. So it's really great. That program is awesome. As well as the industrial mechanics.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to add before we let you go?
Walla Walla, I will promote Walla Walla. Walla Community College won the Aspen Award, and I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Aspen Award. It's for the top community college, technical college in the nation. So we have been a recipient of that award. Walla Walla Community College is an awesome place for students to get both education and to be on campus. And again, thinking about, we have both of those different branches. You can live kind of anywhere you need to or want to within the state and attend school and get the same exact education. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. We appreciate you both being here and appreciate the knowledge and information you brought with us today. So
thank you.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you all next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.